why you're stuck in the same patterns, breaking free from repeating cycles. Have you ever noticed how the same situations keep showing up in your life? The same relationship struggles, the same financial challenges, the same career roadblocks, like you're trapped in an invisible loop, reliving the same story over and over again. Maybe you attract the same type of people who don't value you. Maybe no matter how much money you make, it always seems to disappear. Maybe every time you start making progress, something happens that pulls you back to square one. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. This isn't random. This isn't just bad luck. This is a pattern. And every pattern comes from a program, an unconscious belief, an emotional wound, or a deep-seated fear that is running in the background, shaping your reality without you even realizing it. So let's talk about this. Where do these patterns come from? Why do they keep repeating? And most importantly, how do you break free? The truth is, your subconscious mind is designed to keep you in the familiar. It doesn't care if you're happy, fulfilled, or successful. It only cares that you stay in what feels safe. And what feels safe? The things you've experienced the most, the emotional states you're used to, the beliefs you've carried for years. So if you grew up witnessing struggle, your subconscious might believe that struggle is normal. If you experienced rejection, you might subconsciously expect it, even when people genuinely care about you. If you've been told you're not good enough, you might keep creating situations that reinforce that belief. And this is where people get stuck. They try to change their external reality, but they don't realize that as long as the same internal patterns are running, nothing will shift. So let's make this real. Look at the biggest challenge in your life right now. What pattern do you see? What keeps repeating, no matter how much you try to change it? And if you're being really honest with yourself, where did this pattern begin? Because once you recognize it, you have power over it. Most people stay trapped because they don't realize they're in a loop. They think this is just how life is. But it's not. It's how life has been programmed to be. And the moment you decide to break the program, everything shifts. So how do you do that? 1. Become aware of the pattern. You can't change what you don't see. Start noticing what keeps repeating in your life. 2. Identify the root belief. Ask yourself, what would I have to believe for this to keep happening? Where did I learn this? Who taught me this version of reality? 3. Interrupt the cycle. Every time the same situation appears, respond differently. If you always shrink, speak up. If you always overgive, set a boundary. If you always assume failure, try anyway. The moment you act differently, the pattern starts to lose power. 4. Reprogram your mind. You are not stuck. Your beliefs are not permanent. Your story can change. But you have to decide right now that you are done living on repeat. Because here's the truth. The life you desire is on the other side of the patterns you refuse to break. So let me ask you, what cycle are you finally ready to break? What would your life look like if you were no longer trapped in the past? And what if today was the day you finally chose a different story? Tell me in the comments what's one pattern you're ready to let go of. Save this post as a reminder that you have the power to rewrite your reality. Together, we walk the path of abundance. Marinella.